गिरिजा उमापति होम। सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। This is the chanda before the 100th doha. कोटिहु बदन नहीं बने बरनत जगत जननी शोभा महा। सकुचहि कहत श्रुति शेष सारद मंदमत तुलसी कहा। चभिकानि मातु भवानी गवनी मध्य मंडप शिव जहाँ। अवलोकहि सकहि न सकुच पति पद कमल मनु मधुकर तहाँ। So this whole beautiful entourage of Sati Devi, not Sati Devi, Parvati Devi and her Paricharikas, the ladies who were along with her, her servant maids and her friends, they all decorated her, and as they were coming forward, even with 1,000 mouths, Sesha cannot do a good job of describing this beauty. Therefore, what can Tulasi describe it? Because it is not that easy to put that kind of beauty in words. Chabhikani Matu Bhavani Gavani Madhya Mandapa Shivajaha. So she was ushered in front of the entire Mandapa and Vedika where Lord Shiva was sitting already. Avaloki Sakahi. Everybody was looking at the beautiful Parvati Devi coming. And what was Parvati Devi ji doing? She meditated looking on the feet of Lord Shiva. Like the lotus is a natural attraction for the bees of the eyes of Parvati. The Lord Shiva's feet were like the lotus. So she was meditating on on his feet. And there is one of the names of Parvati Devi is Bhramarambika. She took the form of Brahmara. So they are taking that simile here. And looking at that, she was so ecstatic that finally is the day when I reach to the feet of my own Lord. Muni Anusasana Ganapati Pujevu Sambhu Bhavani को सुनि संशय करे जनी सुर अनाद जिय जानी. So both of them, as they sat there, first thing that the Muni Vrinda, all the Muni that they were there, they they first invoked Lord Ganesha's blessings. Now you may be wondering that Lord Ganesha is yet to be born. But there are two aspects. One aspect of Ganesha is the Avyakta, which is always eternal. So they are worshipping the Ganesha of the earlier Kalpa. This Kalpa he is yet to be born in a physical form. And imagine, Lord Ganesha is being worshipped even by his parents for getting their marriage successfully. Ko suni sansay kare jani. Nobody should have a doubt about it because this Ganesha is eternal. जसि विवाह के विधि श्रुति गाई महामुनिन सो सब करवाई. Whatever are the steps of marriage. So it's an elaborate process which goes on for 5 days technically, which in today's world is cut short to half an hour of puja and 3 hours of party. So it went on for 5 days, and the Muni Vrinda, all the great Munis who were there, made sure that the authentic form of puja as the Veda Vidhi, they performed the puja. Gahi giri sakus kanya pani bhavahi samarpi jani bhavani. So after that is done, there is the Kanya Dana, wherein the father of the bride takes the hand of the daughter, offers it Dana, offers it to the groom, and the groom in return, he is not doing Kanya Dana, he is Panigrahana. So he is receiving the hand. Now Panigrahana is a very significant step wherein the husband is taking complete responsibility of the girl and taking a vow that his life for her. It is that kind of commitment. So he took the daughter's hands, gave it in Lord Shiva's hands. And what was his intention, or what was he thinking? He meaning Himavan. What was he thinking? This is Bhavahi Samarpahi Jani Bhavani. That she is Bhava Patni from the earlier life. We were blessed enough to have her as our daughter, and therefore I am giving that belongs to Lord Shiva anyway. I have had the fortune of raising her so far. Thus, imagining, he did the Kanyadana. Then what did Mahesh do? Panigrahana javakin Mahesha hiya harashe tab sakal suresha. As soon as the Panigrahana was done, all the devas who were sitting there, especially his ganas, they started doing Jai Jaikar. Namah Parvati Pataye Hara Hara Mahadev Jai Jai Shankar Bhagwan Ki Jai. So they started shouting various kinds of Jaikar. And then the Muni, what did they do? They started Veda Mantra Muni Baravucharahi Jai 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 Sankara Sura Karahi. So the Muni started Sahasra Sirsha Purushaha Sahasrakshas Sahasrapat, and then after that was done, then the Rudram was chanted, then various Upanishads were chanted, Samagana was done. So even today in some very orthodox rituals, After the marriage is done, then there is Veda Anushasana Anugraha. So after the marriage is done, the Ritviks are called and they chant the various blessings of various forms and expressions of God, so that the married life is happy and successful and ever blooming. And the Ganas probably they knew only to chant Jai Jai Shankara, Jai Jai Shankara, Namah Parvati Pataye, Hara Hara Mahadev. And then after having shouted for a while, they thought this is getting bored. So they went and grabbed different kinds of musical instruments. Bhajahi bhajan vividha vidana sumana vrishti nabhabhay vidhi nana. So you can imagine many of the crowd who were doing Parvati Pataye Hara Hara Mahadev. There were some who were doing Jai Jai Shankara. There was there were those who went and got these big drums. For those ganas, the big drums meant nothing. So they just picked it up and started playing it with such ferocious rhythm that the entire place was all as if rocking. So it was like a hard rock band. Imagine all the Shiva Ganas with all their jata and the piercings and other things. They just matched what today's hard rock is. They started playing dhada dhad dhada dhad. And all the gods, they went into their flights, or they had arranged for their flights to go up, and from there different kinds of flower patterns were thrown. Such beautiful designs in the sky as just before they land. They were all timed. They had rehearsed. They have wedding rehearsals. So they must have had good rehearsals that they timed it well. Beautiful decorations of the flowers as they were falling onto the earth. It was a beauty to watch. Hara Girija Bhaya Hara Girija Kar Bhaya Vivahu Sakala Bhuvana Bhari Raha Uchahu. The utsaha of everybody in that town, in that kingdom, was so much that there was hardly anybody in their houses. Everybody, old, young, men, women, children, those who had this was like a lifetime, once in a lifetime. Why should I miss this opportunity? And they were all there, and they were with utsaha participating in it. Dasi das turag rath naga dhenu basana mani bastu vibhaga anna kanak bhajan bhari jani dai jadin na jai bakhani. See, the word Daheja. Daheja means, in Hindi they use this word. The original word is Duhitru Jata. Duhitru is that which is owned by the daughter, is given to her so that she can continue living with pleasantness wherever she goes. So Dasi Dasa Turaka Rathanaga Dhenu Vasana Mani Bastu Vibhaga. So lots of Dasi and Dasa, an entourage of people. It is quite a welcome, because Lord Shiva's place is only Ganas. And you can imagine, Shiva himself was a brahmachari, and all the Ganas, they are very intense people. How would Kailasa be? There was no woman's touch. So with Dasi Dasa, Turaga, lots of horses, lots of rathas, chariots, lots of elephants, lots of cow, money, lots of precious jewels, Anna Kanaka Bhajana Bhari Jana, lots of gold, lots of wealth, lots of anna, grains and dals and other things. They were all given. Dai jadin hina jai bakhana. It was, it is a tradition which is followed by without compulsion. In today's world, it has become a compulsion. In fact, it is such a pathetic condition that you ask. I can only vouch for the Andhra because I know. So they study and they come and do masters here, and then ask them why, what is the aim? They say, I'll go back, get married, I'll get 1.5 to 2 crores of Dahej, dowry, and I'll make a business out of it. So they are studying so that they get that kind of dowry, so that they can demand. In fact, before the Panigrahana, if the dowry is not given, the marriage is even stopped. It is not something that has to be demanded, it is something that has to be given in accordance with their own status by the in laws. And it is not a property of the son in law, it is a property of the daughter. So yes, they had joint account, but she also maintained individual account. So दाय जदियो बहुबांति पुनिकर जोरि हिम भूधर कह्यो का देऊं पुन पूरण काम शंकर चरण पंकज गहि रहियो शिव कृपा सागर ससुर कर संतोष सब भांत ही कियो पुनि गहे पद पाथो जमय ना प्रेम परिपूरण हियो. So all this, whole entourage of people, whole dasa, dasi, and they were all also taking the chariots filled with all these kinds of dhana, vastu, vahana, kanaka, everything filled in it was given to them. And then our Himavan, he goes to our Lord Shankara and he says, Ka devu purana kama. What can I give to somebody who is purna kama? Very difficult. See, in order to give a gift, it is good if you understand that person. And if you understand that person, you would know what exactly to gift them in what occasion. But the situation becomes terrible when it is somebody like Lord Shiva. He does not flaunt anything. He does not have anything. Why? He does not need anything. For somebody whom you know does not need anything, does not care for anything, what can you give? So he says, Bhagavan, I know you are Purna Kama, but this is for the comfort of my daughter. I am offering it to you at your feet. And then he held his feet and he said, Shiva Krupa Sagar Sasura Kar Santosh Sab Bhat Hi Kiyo. So, in the Vidai time, it's a very painful time. Painful time because the daughter is leaving for good. So far, she has been the asset of your family. Now she is going to be the asset of another family. So there is the tearful moment. So when our Himavanji, he held the feet of Lord Shiva, Lord Shiva picked him up, held him tight to his chest and gave him lots of Ashvasana. Ashvasana is to tell him to not worry, to tell him that, look, now that I have taken her as my wife, she is my responsibility. You are free to come anytime. You can visit her, and she is also free to come here anytime. It's not that it is done with. So once my very few marriages that I have attended, my friend was getting married. So her father was a very practical prankster. Even at he was 50, 55, he was still a very jovial prankster. So he had naturally tears for sending his daughter away, and the son-in-law came and he said, look, father-in-law, and he told the same things. So the father-in-law said, yeah, these tears are not for my daughter's cause; it is on your behalf. He was confused. Why? He said, for 23 years I have, I have to go through what I had to go through because of her. Now it is the rest of the lifetime for you. So my tears are not on behalf of my daughter, it is on behalf of you as to what you have to go through with my daughter. So there is a light-hearted talk which was given to Himavana. As soon as Himavana was done, he went. Maina Devi came and fell on his feet, and with lot of love, without any doubt this time, with lot of love, she held his feet, and then she said, "Nath Uma Mama Prana Sama Grih Kinkari Karehu Kshamehu Sakala Aparad Ab Hoi Prasanna Baradehu." Hey Nath, hey Lord Shiva, this Parvati is my prana sama, is my very living breath. Make her your wife. Make her your Ardhangini. And as a mother, there is always that fear, and that too with one who has got a track record. he was so angry with Sati that he almost abandoned her, and Sati Devi got so frustrated she just wanted to release her frustration. So she came to her father's house where she felt that her husband was insulted. So with her yoga agni she burnt herself away. She gave her body. So with all that in mind, probably with little sarcasm, she says, Kshamehu sakala aparad abha. It is the same Sati who is born as Parvati. Don't continue with your earlier anger on her even now. Even now, if she does some mistake, Hoi prasanna barudevu. You will always remain happy. Give me the word. Meaning, you will not abandon my child. So Sambhu is also, though very withdrawn, he is not somebody who doesn't appreciate good sarcasm. He is a good sport. So he also smiled. He said, "Bahuvedi Sambhu sasu samjhai gavani bhavan charana sirunai." So he explained the things to her. He gave a good pep talk, and she also felt comfortable. As soon as she felt comfortable, she again bowed down to Lord Shiva and left for her palace. Right. After having talked to Shiva, she had to talk her final parting words with her daughter. So Janani Uma Boli Tablinha La Uchanga Sundara Sikhadinha. Sometimes it is a very funny predicament or a situation. I recently received a call. This Amma lives in San Jose. She is very elderly, 78, 80 years old. I think it was the day before Mother's Day. Every year, day before Mother's Day, she definitely calls. He has that some personal connection. So she called me up, and first thing she says, "Beta, you should live healthy. You should live." She rained 5 minute long Ashirwad, and then she goes on to continue. She says, "All these blessings so that you can bless us back." I know my son and the daughters, they look up to you. My grandchildren look up to you. If they all have to be blessed, you should be blessed enough. So I have blessed you. It is a very sweet thing. I bless you so that you can bless me back. So here, knowing that her daughter is none other than Jagat Janani, but still she is her daughter. So the tone between those two emotions as to how to treat Jagat Janani and how to treat a daughter in the same equation. So first thing he says, first I am mother. Then only I knew that she was Jagat Janani. So she called Uma Janani Uma Boli Tabulinha. And Uma was packing some stuff, her important stuff. And she looked and I said, come here. She called for her. And as she came, Le Uchanga Sundara Sikha Dinha. She cuddled with her, hugged her tightly, and then took her on her lap. Made her sit on her lap. And then she turned Uma's face towards her and then said, Karehu sada sankara pada puja Nari dharam pati devu naduja Karehu sada sankara pada puja. Always treat Bhagavan Shankara respectfully. His word to be final. And though they say all this, they also say that when you have to give a piece of advice, give it carefully. Don't put it in their face as if they're rubbing it against them, but instead give it as a suggestion. If I were you, last time this happened, what my father did, things like that. Do it with adara. Don't tick him off. Why? You may never know the third eye. If by mistake it opens up, we just heard. In order to wake him up, that poor Kamadeva went and he opened his third eye. So when you wake him up, be careful. It's very dangerous, right? Instead of opening the two eyes, normal eyes, he opens up by mistake the third eye. Everything gone. And it says, Nari dharma pati devuna duja. Service of your husband is your parama dharma. Bachan kahat bhare lochan bhari bahuri lai uralin kumari. As she was telling this, as a mother, her heart melted. And her heart melting here, whatever melted started overflowing here through her eyes. So with lots of tears in her eyes, that Uma, now you have become a grown up, you are married, you are going to lead your own family, but we will not be there with you always. You will be by yourself. I don't know, Betty, what you will do. You have always been very stubborn. You don't be stubborn there. Your days of stubbornness are done. Be more docile. And she said, Uma, I'm going to miss you. And she hugged and started crying. And then again she hugged her. Bahuri lai uralin kumari. So she took her in a tight bear hug. And then she said some important things. Kata vidhi sruji nari jagamahi paradhi na sapne hu sukhat nahi. Understand why women folk are created in this universe. Meaning, as soon as you get married, get into production engineering. Don't wait for 5, 6, 10 years. You say that you have to understand each other. You gave your heart away in the tapasya because I think you probably understood it even before marriage, but your dharma is to procreate children. As how the mothers would say, that give us grandchildren. अभी अभी शादी हुआ है अम्मा, you have to wait for a while. I am ready to wait for that time, but don't make it look like eternity. Get into maternity. Kata vidhi sruji nari jagat mahi. So those things were explained, and don't ever give up your constant focus on Lord Shiva to anything else. Don't become paradhina for anything else in your life. भय अति प्रिय प्रेम बिकल महतारी धीरज कीन्ह कुसमय बिचारी. But as she was giving these advices, her heart was becoming so overwhelmingly drawn to that pangs of separation. But because this was a good opportunity, good moment, good muhurta, and it was not the right time to put tears on. Dhirajudari. So she held herself back. She did not cry. Puni puni milati parati gahi charana prem parama prema kachu jai na barna. So it was the love of the mother and daughter wherein they were hugging each other. Meanwhile, the other Dasa and Dasi who were coming along with her, they were busy packing. But those whom she was going to leave behind, so सब नारिन मिली भेटी भवानी जाई जननी और पुनि लपटानी. So she went around the entire palace hugging and bidding farewell to everybody, and then she went back to her mother, and this time she didn't speak much, just went and hugged her tightly. And sometimes just holding somebody would convey more words than the words would definitely convey. So she didn't speak much, but she was just holding her mother, and probably Uma was also having tears, having to leave her mother this far away. Not that far away, okay? From Himachala, which is near Kedarnath, to Kailas. It is like one flight away. It's not that far away, but still going through all that rigors of that particular route. Mom, but still I'm going to miss you. जननी जननी ही बहुरी मिली चली उचित आशीष सब कहूँ दे दई फिरी फिरी बिलोकति मातु तन तब सखी लय शिव पही गई जाचक सकल संतोषी शंकर उमा सहित भवन चले सब अमर हर्षे सुमन बरषि निशान नभ बाजे भले. So after meeting with her mother, then having given all the blessings that she could give as Jagat Janani for all the people in her kingdom, with all her sakhis, she was being ushered to Lord Shiva's vehicle, the Dhenu that he was sitting in, so that she could accompany him. But she was turning all around, and sometimes when you go to drop somebody off at the airport, you wait for them until they clear their security check. After the security check is done, they pack their things again, and then it's already 100 feet, 1000 feet away, and then you're looking through the crowd, and you see faintly. And then you lift your hand and shake, and they see the tip of your finger only. And thinking that maybe this is my people, these are my people who are shaking and waving their hand. You also jump up and then wave your hand. all that kind of waving and bidding farewells were done. And she came to Lord Shiva, and after a long time, Lord Shiva had a pillion rider. Until now, he was freelancing, he was going solo, but now he had a pillion rider. So he took her and they left for Kailasa, marking this sacred moment that Parvati ji is finally leaving with Lord Shiva. All the devas again got into their chariots, the different vahana, different vimana, and through flowers all the way through. And this entire entourage of people followed Lord Shiva all the way up to Kailasa. चले संग हिमवंत तब, सॉरी, चले संग हिमवंत तब, पहुँचावन अति हेतु, विविध बांति परितोष करी, विदा कीन्ह वृषकेतु. So, you know, many back in India it was like somebody is going through the train, so you go all the way to the railway station, buy those 2 rupee platform ticket, and then make sure help them put their luggage in their compartment, and you stay there until the train moves, and then wave your hands and come back. So the same prankster, my friend's father, he would say that is the way to ensure that they are not coming back. So you don't mind investing those 2 rupees extra for the platform ticket just to make sure that they are in their train and they don't get down and come back home immediately. So Himavan and Vaina Devi, they came all the way to the outskirts of their kingdom to bid farewell. From there they were on their own and they started towards Kailasha. तुरत भवन आए गिरिराई, सकल शैल सरलिए बुलाई, आदर दान विनय बहुमाना, सब कर विदा कीन्ह हिमवाना. So after that he rushed back to his kingdom. Why? There were many other guests. So all his friends, rivers, lakes and mountains and from different kingdoms that they had arrived from all over the world. So he gave them parting gifts. He gave them parting gifts and bid farewell to each one of them with utmost respect. So the scene is still with Himavan. Now scene cut. Now it is entry into Kailash. जब ही शंभु कैलास ही आए, सुर सब निज निज लोक सिधाए, जगत मातु पितु शंभु भवानी, तेहि सिंगार न कहूँ बखानी. So now, with the entourage of all the devas, so the entire party of Lord Shiva arrived at Kailasa after having accommodated them in Kailasa. So, Parvati ji and all her people, they gave chai, pani, nashta for the devas. After taking their snack or tea, whatever it was, refreshments, each one of these troops from different lokas, they went back. Loka Siddhaye, they went back to their lokas. Jagatu Matu Sambhu Bhavani. So having seen this mother and father of Lord Shiva, not of, in the form of Lord Shiva and Bhavani, it was a blessings for the entire universe. Do you remember why the devas were so happy for getting them married? Because they had a problem. There was Tarakasura. And the Tarakasura had to be eliminated by the child to be born of Shiva and Parvati. Hence, therefore, they were happy. So after they all left, Karahi vivid vidhi bhog vilasa Ganana samet basahi kailasa. So Lord Shiva and Parvati uh, had lots of bhoga and vilasa. There were lots of the ganas, paricharikas, and the sevaks, and they both were in their vilasa. And pretty soon, हर गिरिजा बिहार नित नयऊ यही विधि विपुल काली चली गयऊ. It was like a new world. Every day it was a new world. With Lord Shiva's Apara Shakti, the entire Kailasa had taken into a new form. And for Girija, it was like something new every day. And many years passed by, or much of time passed by. And then, तब जन में उषड बदन कुमारा तारक असुर समर जहि मारा आगम निगम प्रसिद्ध पुराणा षण्मुख जन्म सकल जग जाना. तब जन्म उषड बदन कुमारा. The Shadanana, Shanmukha, the six-headed Kartikeya was born. And the place that he was born is today recognized as Kumaon Valley. That Nainital, Darjeeling, and from Darjeeling to Nainital, that area, that valley is called Kumaon Valley. The reason it is called Kumaon Valley is it was earlier known or recognized as Kumara Valley. But the local dialect has softened R, it has become Kumaon. So that is where Kumara was born. So after having been born, what happened? Taraka Asura Samarajahi Mara. He grew up and then killed Tarakasura. Agama Nigama Prasiddha Purana. About him, the Agama Shastra, Nigama Shastra, Purana and the Lokoktis are filled with tales of Kartikeya. Shanmukha Janma Sakala Jaga Jana. Shanmukha was born and he took care of why he was born in first place. To eliminate this Tarakasura. After Shanmukha was born, is Ganesha born? Or Ganesha was already born? Ganesha was already manifest. Now Shanmukha also joined. So the father said, I have to divide the kingdom in such a way that you both are not competing with each other. So he sent Kartikeya down to South India and Ganesha to North India. That's why you find a lot of prominence and influence of Ganesha in northern part of India, whereas South India it is more of Kartikeya. So we'll just finish this Doha in Chandha. Jagujana Shanmukha Janma Karma Pratap Purushartha Maha Tehi Hetu Brushaketu Suta Kara Charita Sankshepa Hi Kaha Yah Uma Sambhu Bibahu Je Nar Nari Kahi Je Gavahi कल्याण काज विवाह मंगल सर्वदा सुख पावहि. I did not go indulge in describing Shanmukha's story much because the whole world knows about that aspect of the story, which is a different Purana in itself. So I am not going in details. But those who read this Uma and Shiva's marriage, or those who sing this, they get apara kalyana, auspiciousness happens in their life. And this particular segment, if read in during the wedding ceremonies, it does lot of blessings for those who are getting married. चरित सिंधु गिरि जामर गिरिजारमण बेद न पावहि पारु बरने तुलसी दास किमी अति मति मंद गवारू. Tulsidas ji always puts himself subpar. He always calls himself as the Mandamati or Buddhihi Tanujanike Sumiro Pavana Kumar. He always puts himself down. And somebody said very beautifully that nobody can check our own ego if not for ourselves. So he puts himself and he says, such great reveling story of Lord Shiva, I have tried putting it in words that I know. There could have been a better way of doing it, but this is how much Mandamati Tulsidas can put it in words. So here the Uma Shiva Kalyana Prakarana is coming to an end. From now start the Parvati and Shiva's dialogue on Lord Rama. That is where the Ramayana actually starts beginning, which we will see after the summer is over. Maybe in August or September, later part of August or September. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.